Welcome back, and I'm doing this to do a pioneering goal. I also saw this, so I thought I'd go for it. It gets me a few particles. I never did approach that thing there. But I can see there's a treasure trove there, so I head towards the treasure trove. I was going to do storyline, but I decided to do this instead. Oh, I see something else I can shoot over there. Yeah, that thing strikes me as that place I was at the start of the game. Healing parasol. Nice. Elegant table blueprint. And a panacea sphere. Okay. I'm seeing something over here, which I'm guessing it is a gathering spot, looking at the amount of nodes here. Oh, a fishing spot. Didn't intend to fish, but I will fish. Hello there, little Albert. Thanks for that Vanguard's necklace. But now we'll go back to base.
よし、どうにか抜けたようだ。みんな無事か？せっかくだし、一休みしていこう。疲れた体で無理しても。
ワクワクいっぱいでしょ。
Nothing really interesting, but there's a chest which I completely ignored last time, apparently. With a handmade black hole. Another chest which I ignored.
見つけた。何が入ってるのかな。ほっ、まだまだ。
Makes me wonder how many chests which I'm just randomly ignoring.
それじゃあ
Alright, time to spell
洗いざ
it.
らい吐いてもらう。傭兵女
Mercenary, better tell us everything you've been hiding.
大丈夫。
I know. No to be
そう
harsh.
凄まなくても
I intend to tell you
全て
everything.
話すつもりでも
That said, I don't even need to know where to
何
begin.
から話したものかし。まず何よりも
Before
先
anything
に
else, could you please
教
say?
えてください。
Are you really a homunculus?
ホムンクルスなんですか。ええ、
Yes, I am.
そうよ。
But explain to yours.
私はホ
I am a
ムンクルス。
homunculus. I was given life from the Aladissian
数百年
Empire
前に
centuries
アラディ
ago.
ス帝国で作られた命。錬金術師
Created at the hands of an
マリナ・
alchemist.
フリーデの手によ。
Marina Friede.
マリナさん。
Marina? Wait, that's
ファルトナ天
the
文
name from Falterna
台。
Observatory.
資料に名前のあった
I remember reading it in the documents.
私たちは違う。マリナ博士のもと、誇りをかけて真理を
We
追
are
求
different.
する。
Under Dr. Marina's lead, we swear upon our honor to seek out the
ど
truth.
こへ行っても、
No matter where we go, no
どんな
matter the
状況でも
circumstances, our souls shall never
我々
waver.
の魂は、そのマリナ
Yes,
博
Dr.
士
Marina is my
私
creator.
黙っていてごめんなさい。
I'm sorry for not saying anything.
調査が進
I knew it
む
would come out eventually and as the investigation continued, but I couldn't bring myself to say
で
anything.
も、これだけ
But
は
believe me when I
信じて
say, no matter how these mutants intend to
兵
use
隊の彼ら
homunculi,
私は
I have never and will never be an enemy of research
これから
team.
ニーナさん。
信じ
Just
て
believe in you, hey?
ねえ
That's asking a lot.
信じるかどうか
I think we decide for ourselves just how far our
こっ
trust
ち
goes,
だ
right?
そうだろ僕も
I agree with
ル
Rutger.
トホムンクルスで
Why would you, a homunculus, created an Alice, choose to join a
なぜ
research
調査
team?
団に入った知らないことには
Without knowing
善
that,
悪な
I can't
判断
decide
も
what
つ
to
けら
think
れ
of
ない
you.
わかったわ。
Very well.
それじゃ
Let me tell you about the life I've lived so far, one that's been both long yet short.
長くて短い。今から
It all began centuries ago.
かつてアラディス帝国で
Experiments to create humans were conducted in secret for the sake of the prosperity of the Aladissian
人
Empire.
間を作る実験。その初の成
The
功
very
例であ
first
る
success of these projects,
第一世代のホムン
the
クル
first
ス。
generation of homunculus, was me,
それが私
Nina Friede.
ニーナ・フリーデよ。今でも鮮明に思い出せるわ。目を開け
I
た
still remember the
私
doctor's smile, her eyes brimming with tears when she first saw me open my
博士
eyes.
の顔。でも
However, soon after we created, I was torn from Dr. Marina's side and forced to take part in
たくさん
unending
の実験に参加
experiments.
させられた。そう。たくさ
They
ん
truly never seemed to end. I wasn't a person after all, so it didn't matter for them.
人でないのをいいことにね。
That's horrible.
ひどすぎるよ。ええ、
It was.
博士も
The doctor
そん
couldn't
な
stand
国
what the
の
Empire
行
was
いが許
doing
せな
either,
かった
so one day she took me, and we
だからあ
escaped
る
from the
時
lab.
私を連れて研究所を脱走したの。志を同じくする錬金術師たちと一緒に
Together with other alchemists who shared our cause, we did whatever we could to stay hidden
西へ
whilst heading west.
西へ。そうしてたどり着いたの
Eventually
が
reached a laboratory in
リグナス
Malignius
地方の
region
研究所。
where we could finally live in peace.
私たちはようやく穏やかな生活を手に入れられた。でも
That peace was
そんな
short-lived.
平穏も長くは続かなかったわ。脱走から数年後、
Some years after our escape,
Aladiss
Aladiss was
他国との
disarray
争い
due to
や
conflict with
人
other
々
nations
の
and internal
巡る
strife
内
over
容
the
で大き
secret
く乱れてい
research.
てね。その影響は
Our turmoil
リ
reached
グ
our
ナ
way
ス
to
地方にま
Lignius.
で及んだ。
It also coincided with a huge mana disaster.
大規模なマナ災害もが重なった。私たちのいた研究所も
Our lab was hit by the disaster engulfed by trees
マ
that
ナの
surged
影
in
響で
growth
急
due to
速
Mana's
に成長
influence.
した木々に飲まれてしまって、その時私は
I remember going to save a doctor who was about to be caught in a building collapse.
助けようとした。そこから先の
But after that,
記憶はない。
my memory is blank.
次に目を覚ました時はもうこの時代のユース
The next time I woke up, I'd been washed ashore by in present-day Eustelia.
何が倒壊に巻き込まれて大怪我をした
It
私
seems
を
I'd been
助け
gravely
る
injured in the collapse, and so to save me, the doctor placed me in
研
some kind
究
of
中だった治
treatment
療用の
casket she was
棺を使ったみ
researching.
たい。体内に流れる
It's
マ
a
ナを
device
操
that
作
manipulates
し
and regulates the mana
整える
flowing
設備
inside
よ。
one's body.
私は
It saved me.
その中で治療された。 海の底に隠され
I was hidden at the bottom of the ocean for centuries until recently.
現代に至るまでずっとね。目覚めてから世界の現状を知った時は
When I woke, I learned about the world's current state. I was certainly surprised.
アラディスは数百
Aladissian
年前
fallen
に
centuries ago. Alchemy was
錬
deemed
金
taboo.
術は禁忌とされ私は
To protect myself, I decided not to hide my true identity. Yet,
自分の身を目覚めてしまった
ever since I reawakened, I wanted to know what
私
happened.
はどうしても
No,
知りたかった。
I had to know what
い
happened.
え、知らなければならなかった。なぜアラディスは
Why was Aladiss destroyed?
なぜ故郷は失
Why
わ
did
れ
I
ない
have
と
to
いけ
lose
なか
my
った
homeland?
研究所で。
What happened to my friends at the lab? What happened to the doctor?
だから
I kept searching for a way to investigate Aladiss.
調査団に
I stumbled onto a research team and decided to join.
コルレオニスが言っていた
As the second generation that Cornelius mentioned, I'm afraid I don't know anything.
おそらくは
Slightly based on
第
the
一
first
世代を
generation,
元にした
but
もの
photo Yumia found might be the second
ユミヤ
generation.
があいつは私がホムンクルスだと
He
見
seemed to
抜いて
realise I was a homunculus, which may have
目をつけられたのも
which may
そ
be
れ
why
が
I
原
desire
因かも
us.
しれない私から話せるのは
That's all I know
こ
about
れ
it.
くらいよ
I wonder if the doctor sabotaged his notes at all. You think I could keep hiding it forever?
調査を進め
I knew it would come out as the
い
investigation
つかは明る
progressed,
みに出るただ
but
私は
I... no. Anything I say now would just sound like an
いえ
excuse.
騙していたのは事
Fact
実
is, I lied to you all. And if you feel like you no longer trust me, I will remove
調査
myself
か
from
ら
the
は外れ
team.
る
この事実を
It's difficult to digest this right after hearing it. I won't lie, I'm shocked too.
正直だから
And I think we need to sort something. Time to think. Time to face this new
事
truth
実
and
と向
sort
き合
out
い
our feelings.
自分の気持ちを整理する時間をなその上で
After
ニーナの
that,
処遇をどうするか
It'll
に
be
つ
up
いて
to
は
all of you to decide what to do about Nina's situation.
ひとまず俺の方ではマナ連星路で得た情報について他に手がかりがないか調べておく
But now, I'll check whether the information you found at Mana Transposing Furnace give us any other leads.
確認だ
Nina, just to confirm, you don't know anything about the Recollection Cocoon project, do you?
追憶の眉
ええ
I don't.
みんなと
The first time I heard about it was at the
マナで
furnace.
一体どんな
I do wonder what kind of project would require the use of
ホムンクルスが利用
bunker
されて
logo.
いたのでも
That said, I can suggest some places that might provide more
調べ
information.
る本当ですかええ
Yes, I visited the Owuma region several times in the
確
past.
か
There was a large commercial
東
district to
の
the
商
east.
業地区があそこなら
Should we provide information about the past civilization there?
商業地
おい錬金術こいつが
けど
そうね
I understand why you feel that
仲間
way.
として接してくれていたあなた
ユミヤニーナのこと
わかりました
I've already got a base in the commercial district.
で
その気が
I was going to say, if I was going to detain you, I'd have done so already.
あただ空いてる
Please stay in my base during your free time.
調査団お前たちも異論はないな
フラミこれからどうしたらいいと思う
ニーナについての各人との意見交換は必要不可欠かと。
So, go to this district there. Quests.
「商業地区の調査もフラミーは推奨しますが、判断はユミヤに。
レイニャ髪の毛洗いたいですお風呂ないかな
Where do you go over there?
どこ行くの
I mean, I'll go here, but
ここで間違いない
さっさと行くぞ
maybe there's actually something else
ど
I
こへ
need
行きたい
there.
の
all the way down there. Victor, Isla, there you are. Yumia, perfect timing. Landed you?
なるほど。なんというか。
I don't find it hard to figure out how to approach it.
真実を明か
I'm
して
glad
く
she
れ
was
たの
honest with us. While I no longer question her loyalty, I just
もう少し早く
wish
話
she
し
had
てく
spoken
れ
to me
て
a bit sooner.
より
Can't stop dwelling on that.
この世界で
Nina said it herself. Real identity being discovered would have put her in danger.
お兄ちゃんの言いたいこともわか
I
る
understand your point of view, but don't you think we need to look at it from Nina's perspective?
それもっと
Was she going to build a relationship where Nina felt she could have shared with us sooner?
そういうこと。お兄ちゃんが言いたいことは
I get what you're trying to say.
確かに
I think you're right too.
そうだ
We
ね。
didn't know anything about
思い
Nina.
返す
つまりニーナさんが私たちの
What
仲
you're
間
saying is you both agree Nina's still part of a team,
二
right?
人とも一緒
Of course.
そうだななあユミヤ
You once said the members of conflict between Nero and Silver weren't paid easy, correct?
僕は思うんだ
If that's the case, a good memory is our members of Nina
良
weren't
い
paid
記
too
憶
easily
彼
either.
女の勝
何より
Don't forget how amazing she was since the service from Vespa.
その気持ちが
We all
一緒
share
だ
that sentiment.
今は
I think
そ
we
れ
know
で
enough by now.
無理に意見を合わせなく
Speak to Rutger, who is
どこ行きますか
miles away over here. You know what, I'm going to do that stuff down here first. And knowing it's down there means that it's going to be the easiest one to get to it from. Go away, not interested.
これこれ重いお兄ちゃん交代これこれよっと宝石を背負った虫か人間に取り尽くされないかちょっと心配だな
Wait, was that a No, it wasn't.
見つけたこれってあこれでよし見つけた見えた何これすぐ使い切らないように大事に使おう直撃
目
Interesting.
的地を選んでください。
これって誰が何のために作った場所なんだろう
何も見せれてないなんてことないだろうな
Metal parts.
罠じゃありませんように
Decorative plant B and a bismuth crystal.
何が入ってるのか
A floor lamp. Yeah, cave.
などこ行くの
あなたに合わせる
この上から天気外れ
合わせて
That works.
これが私の可能性。
学ぶことは
準備オッケー。天気だ。なんか来そう。みんな気をつけて。少し離れよう。
These are crazy fights.
これ獣草。これちょっと苦手かも。アイスをお願い。ラピッドファイヤー。天気術に合わせて。
学ぶことは尽きないわね。
誰かを守れる。
見つけた。状態がひどい。これを
Lots of damaged chests
こんなもんかな。
with healing plus.
何これ。状態がひどい。急いでないし後でいいか。どれにしよう。こんな風にいろんなものを作れるの
Parrot.
すごく楽しそうです。ポーチもうパンパンだ。
And a postle
こ
of
れ以上は
orcus.
何も持てないな。これをこうすれば罠じゃありませんように。これってどこにしよっかな。
Not seeing any question marks down this area now. Except over here.
ここで決まり。
So head back here. Take a bit of loading since it's a different zone. Different zone. Don't I say it's like a zone?
いろいろ見て回ろう。
What are your feelings about Nina? Sometimes this actually I'll do myself
どれ
another
にしよう。これでい
multi
ける
kiss.
はず。何してるのルトが。
What are you doing, Butker?
錬金術
Oh, it's you, Alchemist. Good timing.
来るってどこに。
リグナス
But I think this region, I want to check something about that mercenary
な
girl.
んだか驚いてない
Don't
の
seem
か。
surprised.
別に
No,
驚
when
い
I'm
てないわ
surprised,
け
it
じゃな
doesn't
い。
really matter to me.
今大事
What's
なのは
important now is
俺
whether
たちに
she's
とって
actually
有
going to
用
be
かどう
useful.
か。
さすが。
やめとけ。これまで続け
It
てき
ain't
た
easy to change the way you've lived your life up until
簡単
now.
に変えられねえよ。
Not for me, not for you.
俺もお前。
ごめん。
ああ、一
Yeah,
日
yeah,
きつ
just
くな
cover
ってろ。
gloominess.
仲間が
Just
ど
talk
うだ
about your
とか
friends and push your bonds and whatever.
でもさ、
You know, even if we can't change these, we can always learn new things.
さあな。
Huh, you know, you can knock yourself
ねえルト
out.
がリグ
ナデレの大
The
地だ。
Great Tree of Letter.
ベスペルの野郎とやり合った
After I fight with Aladissian Empire, she was the only one to stay
あの
behind.
時はあたりを調べるとか
Back
言って
then,
た
it
が
said something about going to look
実は何
around.
か
なるほど。ラテレの大衆。確かに。ニーノさんはあそこで何をしてたんだろう。
ただの調査団の任務ってわけじゃねえだろ。
Let's look at Great Tree next episode. Until then, bye bye.